What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. Now, I know I said in my previous video that I was going to bring you guys in to my school, do a walk around on my engine, and I was supposed to do that yesterday. I was late to school yesterday, my alarm didn't go off, my phone died, that's why I didn't go off yet. It was horrible, so I didn't have time to get my camera set up and all that stuff. Whatever, excuses. So, now, today is the day, today's the very next day, and yesterday I took off like my valve covers, took off my turbo, took off like a coolant passageway little thing. Anyway, now it's time for a little walk around, show you guys some stuff, and I can show you guys the actual turbo. It's not as small as I thought, because when it was on the car it looked like pretty small, but like when it's off the car, it doesn't look bad. I don't know, but the new one should be like 2 times bigger. Now, hopefully my teacher's gonna let me go back there and do a little walk around, so let me try. Look how small it is, dude. It's bitty, dude. Look at this little guy. Freaking, I gotta take this glove off so you can actually see. There you go. Now it looks like a turbo. This is just embarrassing. Yep. Okay, never mind. It looked bigger yesterday, I swear. Honestly, always stay protected. This thing has to go back on. Oh God, here we go.
Aren't you get a new turbo?
Honestly, you never know.
Get a new turbo.
You never know.
Like everybody's.
So this room I'm in now is engine disassembly, and this is basically where all the students' engines are, and big boy right here is right in the front. So basically all I did yesterday was the valve covers, which I'll show you right now. These guys are off. Obviously these are the camshafts. It has variable valve timing, which is this guy right here. I also took off the timing belt and an idler. All I needed to do, there's one little bolt right there, took that off, idler came off, the entire belt came off, but before I did that, I lined up all of the marks right here. That's what you have to do before you take off the belt. Also, the turbo came off with just 3 nuts right here, and the entire header assembly is gonna come off today. And now I can kind of show you up close and personal to the intake manifold of the WRX. Here is the intake manifold right here, turbo inlet right around here. And this is flipped upside down if you guys can't tell. So what's gonna come off today is the headers. And basically, I think this is called the up pipe, but this entire assembly here is all gonna come off. And then I'm gonna try to take off the heads today, if I can. But I have to take out the camshafts before I take out the heads, because the head bolts are right below the camshaft, which are this guy, all along here. So the camshafts need to come out. Then I get the head bolts, and it should come out as one assembly. Then it will split right here. And these are just like coolant passageways right there. Here's just a basic walk around of where I'm at. There's where spark plugs are in a Subaru, if you're wondering. Right on the side. So I think that's basically it for where I'm at. If I can, I'm gonna try to bring my camera out in class so I can show you guys taking off the rest of the exhaust system and possibly the heads. I'm gonna catch you guys either in class or right after class. Just got out of class right now, back in the car. My camera's actually about to die, so I'm gonna go home and grab my other camera and then talk about what I did today. I have some pictures, a lot of stuff got done. We got, I actually got the camshafts out today so then I can get to the head bolts. Pretty stoked on it, making a lot of good progress, but I'll talk about it more once I get home. So I just got back home and I'm gonna walk you guys through what I did today when I was in the shop. I didn't really bring my camera out because I was just busting out thing by thing by thing, taking off a bunch of stuff, but I was taking pictures along the way. I didn't really have time to like set up my camera and whatnot. So I took fairly good detailed pictures of every step that I did. So we're gonna walk through those pictures right now. So picture number 1, they should be popping up like, I think over here. Picture number 1 is looking at the driver's side valve cover, and in the center of that valve cover you could see 2 coil packs. I think they're just 2 10 mil bolts. So then the following photo should be the coil pack being out, and under the coil pack is a spark plug. So the next one you can see the coil pack is out and the spark plug is in there. Very following one is the valve cover off of the engine, and you can see the other side as well. And then there's the bolts for the valve cover. And then we can start getting into stuff that I did today, which will be, I took off both camshaft positioning sensors and the crankshaft positioning sensor. So I'm pointing at, there's the crankshaft positioning sensor, camshaft positioning sensor, and there's the other camshaft positioning sensor. Now here is what like the main event today is taking off that belt was already off prior. Now taking off the cam sprockets, which you'll see over here. So this side is the driver's side, and here is the passenger side, the side of the turbo. Those cam sprockets there. So there's the intake one, there's the exhaust one, intake one's on the top, I believe. And to get those guys off, basically there's a cover on the top sprocket, which should be like up here. Take off those 3 like 8mm bolts under there. You just get an impact gun and just slap that guy off. But the bottom one, which I believe is the exhaust cam sprocket, was horrible. It was very hard to get off, and I actually ended up cracking my timing cover trying to get that thing off. But eventually we basically got the belt, wrapped it around that cam sprocket, and then blasted that thing off. Had to get like a 2-foot leverage to actually crack that one off. The impact gun wasn't working, but that was probably the hardest thing that we had to do today. So then the following pictures we'll see, there is both of the cam sprockets out. And that's basically where I ended today. I was basically just organizing all my bolts and everything. But those 2 sprockets, the top ones are easy. The bottom ones, which I believe are for the exhaust, very hard to get off, but you can eventually get it off. Just know that it is a normal thread, and it's not reverse, because a lot of people thought it was reverse. Basically, yeah, that was it for today. Jordan texted me, I think we're going to lunch. You counting stacks in here?
Fucking
must be nice. Must be nice. So I think that is going to be it for this update. I hope you guys enjoyed the pretty in detail, very over detailed. I don't know. I basically fully did an in-depth tour of my engine today. That's cool. It's pretty cool. Should have been there.
Did you like strap a GoPro to your chest?
I didn't strap a GoPro yet, but people keep commenting that I need to. But the only thing is, my card for my GoPro, it like skips. So like it will record, but then like
you want to borrow an SD card?
Of course.
All right.
Perfect. Okay, so I think the next update video is gonna be me actually strapping a GoPro either on my chest, okay, my head or my chest. Either way, it's gonna be probably next level in-depth engine disassembly type of deals. Anyway, me and Jordan are gonna go to lunch right now. I hope you guys enjoyed this update video as always. I'm gonna catch you on the next one. Peace out.